Earthlings, I'm Trice. Have you been trying to manifest something but it's just not coming? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to communicate with the universe to attract all your manifestations to you fast. Want to get richer the easy way? Simply download the map to Think Rich in the description below. Change your thoughts, change your life. Step number one to communicate with the universe is to clear your vibration. What do I mean by that? If you've been trying to manifest something for a long time and it's not showing up, it is the vibration that you're putting out. When I was manifesting my baby girl, I was manifesting her for years. I went to this hypnotist and she said, I'm going to show you your vibration. I'm going to show you what you're saying to the universe. Close your eyes. And she just kept saying no, 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 no to me. And I could feel my whole body closing up. And then she started saying yes, 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 yes. And I could feel my whole body opening up. And she said, energetically, your doubt, your worry, your fear, your sense of loss, just because it's not showing up in reality, is hindering your manifestation. So how do you get out of this riddle? How do you stop adding doubt and fear to your vibration without faking it? The way I did it is I went really general. I would not think about manifesting a baby if I saw that it produced fear. I would just put my attention on things that brought me joy. Now, is this a practice? Does this take consciousness? Absolutely. But it will pay you in spades because one, not only will you get what you want 10 times faster. When I really religiously started doing this, my baby came within months. I mean, I was pregnant within months.
You can clear your vibration in a plethora of ways.
Sleeping, distracting yourself, watching movies, exercising, doing something that you enjoy, putting on makeup, whatever it is that makes you happy. Focus on that, and that will make it so much easier to communicate with the universe and hear the signal. So now I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. Step number 2, script with gratitude. Scripting and gratitude do a couple things for you to help you effortlessly communicate with the universe. First, gratitude is one of the highest vibrations. It is the language of the universe. And let me showcase why I believe that to be true. Reflect back to a moment when you felt gratitude. What did you feel? An overwhelming sense of connectedness, of oneness, of awe for just anything and everything, the wind, the trees, the leaves, all of it. That oneness is the language of the universe. So if you want to communicate with the universe, simply speak its language. Now, scripting works so well because not only are you writing it down, which makes you focus your attention. You can't daydream and be in 1,000 places if you're trying to spell a word. And when you are writing, you are also saying the word in your mind. What we say to ourselves over and over is what shows up in our reality. And that's why we might want something, for example, and we keep getting something else, and we're like, but I'm working for it. I'm trying really hard. I'm putting in the effort. But what we're saying to ourselves is a very different story. This is so much easier to see in like relationships. When you are desperate and hungry and just in a pit of despair for some specific person's love for you, do you get it usually? Or does it usually repel them? Because even though your desire is to attract them, the vibration that you are putting out is lack. I'm not worthy. It's not going to happen. It's riddled with doubt, and so that's what shows up. It is this vibration of gratitude that reduces all resistance. There's no resistance in it. And when there's no resistance in something, that is when you have like the direct connection to the universe. And now you just need one final step to bring your manifestation to you. Now you are ready to communicate with the universe, and you do this by stating your intention. This might seem easy, but I do find this to be the hardest step because it's essential that you state your intention clearly. And that's why I'm a huge advocate of writing it down, because sometimes what we think we ask is completely different than what we did ask. And when we write something down, we have a record of what we put out. Also, when you put your intention out, it has to be very specific. Have you ever played that game Telephone where you whisper in somebody's ear and it goes around the room, and when it gets back to you, it's something completely different? Think of it like that. That's why you have to be crystal clear. For example, everybody knows that I'm manifesting my $1 million yearly income stream, and the universe brought me this idea of creating an online financial school so everybody else can get richer. If I give wealth, I get wealth. And so I got really confused and muddled and overwhelmed because I have never outreached. I've never stood on the mountaintop and said, hey guys, I got something fabulous over here. And for a couple weeks, I was running around just confused and knocking my head against the wall. And then I said, wait, I could ask the universe for guidance. Instead of trying to figure out how to do it, I could just let the universe figure that out for me. So I did the first 2 steps. I got general, I added gratitude to my heart, and I simply asked for clarity. I said, show me the path to the next best step on telling people about Rich Girl Academy. And I wrote that down, I let it go, and then like less than 1 hour later, I was in the kitchen making dinner for the kids. The whole idea just downloaded into my mind. All of a sudden, there was no confusion. And I was like, oh, I can see why it's so confusing. There's so many parts. It's like a ladder of sorts. Have you talked to the universe before? If you have, it's such clarity. It's so clear that it's inspired action. And the more you do this, the more clarity and confidence you will have in trusting in the guidance. The guidance can come in multiple ways. For me, it's like some kind of thought that just pops into my head. This happens a lot. Or somebody else brings me the information. This also happens to me a lot. So if you look around in your universe and you think of other people as the universe trying to communicate you, and you have put out your request or your question, they might be the messenger that the universe is trying to speak through. I was listening to an Abram Hicks video, and the lady was manifesting $30,000, and she believed in the core of her being that she was going to get $30,000. There was no shadow of a doubt, and you could tell she received the $30,000 because she was retelling this conversation. And it came, her friend won the lottery and gave her $30,000. So she didn't even win the lottery. That's a small microcosm how the universe often sends a messenger in the form of other people, animals, places, things. So that's how I receive the impulse from the universe. But some other people, it's like they feel it in their body, they sense it, they smell it. You will find, the more that you practice this, how the universe speaks to you. Now, after you get your guidance from the universe, of course, thank it and bless it for showing up and supporting you, knowing that you are not alone. And if you're a beginner at this, or even old hat, and you want to build your faith, write it down in a journal, how the universe keeps showing up to you, for you every time you ask it for guidance. This not only will build your faith, but I have kept a journal since I was 12. And it has allowed me to look back and see repeating patterns that I was not even conscious of to begin with. And until next time, my darling Earthling, ciao. And P.S., if you want to see something, let me know, because it's so much more fun to create together.